Welcome to Perfectly Pieced Live with Me Time. I'm Erin.
And I'm Cassie.
We're so glad that you've joined us. So just so you know what to expect, today we're going to have this be about 30 minutes long because we know that your me time is precious. So what we'll do is first we're going to share some projects, your projects that have inspired us. And next we're going to share a little tip with you. After that, we'll do Q&A. So if you have any questions about Perfectly Pieced or me time in general, you can put those in the comments now, and then hopefully we'll be able to get to all of them. Okay, next we'll have a creative segment. And today we're going to talk about fabric choices and how to mix that up a little bit. And last but not least, we'll do a giveaway. So you definitely want to stay for that. It's a good one.
It is.
So again, thanks for joining us. We're so excited about Perfectly Pieced, and we hope you've had such a fun time receiving your first delivery. Our goal with Me Time is to deliver to you an amazing machine embroidery experience. So whether you get it digital or you get the physical box delivered to your doorstep, we want to give you everything you need. So the fabric, the notions, the instructions, the files, well, that's a lot. The resources, and of course, the community for inspiration with the Me Time community, so that whenever you have a little me time, you're ready to start creating right away.
Absolutely. So let's pull up those amazing projects that you guys have been posting. We have loved seeing them.
We have.
Seriously, every day I'm like, look, that's my new favorite one. That's my new favorite one. So here's one that we absolutely loved, using the curated fabric. And I love how she put a spin on it and added that cute flange.
It is.
It is so adorable.
Yeah.
And I just loved it. The moment I saw it, I knew it was just one that I had to adore.
Yep. This is Leanne. So I think, there's all that extra red fabric that you can use on the back, but she decided to put it on the flange, which was really smart.
So smart.
Love it. Okay, what's our next one? Oh, this one. Jory's always does the most amazing projects. And I love how she took these blocks and basically used them as fabric to make a completely new project. And look how precise it is. I mean, those corners are perfect and they're lined up perfectly. And I love the flange on top, or the little fringe.
Right?
So cute.
And I love how they're centered.
Yeah.
I mean, that's incredible. Yeah. Okay, let's go to the next one. This one just struck a chord in my heart because it reminds me of China.
Yeah, just blue and white China.
Yes, the blue and white China, the beautiful plate and the delicate blue paint and everything. Oh, I just loved it instantly. I couldn't help but share it.
Yeah. Okay, what's our next one? Oh, here we go. I love this because, okay, we started with kind of a patriotic theme, but Mary has gone Christmas. And what I really love about this is look at those center blocks. So, we all have an embroidery machine. So let's use it to its advantage, right? So if you want to add an embroidery applique or stitch out on your blocks, go for it. And you can just create a completely new project. Really, really neat, Mary.
So incredible.
Okay, and here, again, Joyce has taken that extra red fabric and she's made an even bigger project, made a whole table runner. And I love this. And you need to post a picture of this on your table, Joyce, because I would love to see it. So pretty. Okay.
Oh, they're incredible, guys. So please keep posting. We want to see all of your amazing projects. We
do.
So love seeing them.
We ooh and ah over every single one of them.
Every day.
Yeah. Okay, so next we've got a tip for you.
Yes, and it's a good one too.
Yeah. So I hope you guys have all had the chance to check out the anatomy of a block, and this is in your general resource guide. So the anatomy of a block, there it is, perfect. It's going to show you some really cool parts of your block. First of all, you've got your template, and those numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 are that's the order that you're going to place each piece of fabric when you're piecing it. But we're going to talk about these lines on the outside. And I've actually got a block right here as an example. Let's see, let's go to this camera. So this outside line, and we've done it in black, which is not very pretty, but so you can really see what's going on. So this outside line, right, this is, the
outside line is the cut line.
So when you take your block out of the hoop, and we've trimmed around it, you're going to want to cut right on that stitch line, not inside it, not outside it. You actually want to cut the thread. You will have done it right if you've cut all the thread. And then the next stitch line right in there is the stitch line. And that means when you stitch your blocks together, you want to stitch right on top of that line. And then when you see the top, your corners will line up, your blocks will line up. So that is, I think, this is one of the most amazing parts of the Perfectly Pieced block system, is that stitch line. Okay, and inside that, the next line barely inside the stitch line is your batting tack down line. So first you're going to place your batting there, you're going to tack it and trim it. And what that means is because it's right inside the stitch line, it means your batting won't be in your seams. And what's that going to do?
It's going to make everything lay flatter. It is going to keep your seams from being bulky, because who wants a bulky pillow? You know, so it is the best part, is that
it really is
line that moves in a little bit.
Yeah. So the other thing it does is you'll see this quilting design, it kind of continues outside of the cut line, but that's really because we're just continuing this pattern. But if you sew right on that stitch line, it's going to make the blocks complete the pattern when they're sewn together. So Cassie is going to demonstrate that with a couple blocks. We'll show you how that works with the quilting design. This is the block by block quilting we're talking about.
All right, so I have some blocks here just put together, and I'm just going to stitch right here on this little seam line so that we can kind of see how this works. All right, so give me a second. All right. So it just takes about a second to go on that stitch line, release it from its clips, and we'll just give it a quick little press for you.
I love that stitch line though. It takes the guesswork out of sewing your blocks together. And the other thing is you have these perfect size blocks. You're not going to have to worry about whether it's exactly the right size or not.
Exactly. And then the magic of that, look how perfect.
Yeah.
We can show that closer. See the quilting, how it lines up, and how gorgeous is this?
Yeah, so it just continues that pattern. And you'll find that with all of our block by block quilting is it will create a pattern when you sew the blocks together. So stitching right on that stitch line is not only perfect for making your blocks line up, but also to make your block by block quilting line up perfectly.
Which is why it's so fun that it's so custom.
It is. It's
custom
really fun.
Completely for those blocks.
Yeah. Okay, awesome tip.
Right.
Okay, so next we're going to have Q&A.
All right, yeah, let's get some questions.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, we have a question from Stephanie here. She's wondering, what is the difference with the new subscription?
That's a good question. Okay, so if you'll remember when we first opened up the subscriptions for Me Time, the way it worked is that you entered your payment method and we charged a 1 cent fee, and that was to validate your payment method, whether it was a credit card or PayPal. But it caused so many problems that we did not anticipate, so many problems with fraud and payments not going through. And so after we watched all of that chaos, we decided to change the subscription. And so now what happens is when you subscribe to any of the Me Time subscriptions, whether it's Bella Box or Perfectly Pieced or coming up Collectible Christmas, oh my goodness, you are going to love it.
So
what
much.
happens is you will get charged right away, which automatically validates your card. We don't have to worry about the 1 cent.
Right.
You'll get charged and shipped your first month right away. So whether that's the digital or the doorstep, you'll get it right away and you won't have to wait for the goodies.
Which is the best part.
It is the best part.
Love that.
So the one change that makes is it means after you first subscribe, you can't skip the first month.
Right.
But you can skip any month thereafter
if you want.
Yeah. But why would you want to do that?
I don't know.
I don't know either. So any other questions?
Yes, we do have another question. This one is from Lindsay Dickinson, and she's wondering, will there be a pattern for the quilted jacket?
A pattern for the quilted jacket? That's a good question. So we are working on that. And so we're going to have instructions on how to create a quilted jacket. That's in the works. It's beautiful, isn't it?
In process.
In
right?
process. Yes.
Okay, here is another one. Jean Hatherill Atkins is wondering, how do you attach the backing?
Oh, good question. You want to answer this one, Cassie?
Sure. So it depends on how you're putting your backing on, but let's just say that you're going to do the envelope closure so that you can just pop a pillow in. Normally, if you have it all block by block quilting, meaning it's already quilted like this, you can put your backing just straight on like this, and then you can just stitch along the outside edge, just, your 1/8 inch, 1/4 inch, somewhere in there, and then it's stitched on, and after that you can bind it. Or if you want to do it without binding, you'd put right sides together, and then you'd sew around, leave yourself an opening, and you can flip it inside out. So pretty simple.
And if you're doing something like a table runner or a quilt, then I think you'd sew your blocks together. This is assuming you're using the block by block method. You're going to sew your blocks together. Then you'll make your quilt sandwich by putting your batting under that, and then your backing or lining underneath that. And then in that case, you'd stitch in the ditch between your blocks. Yeah. Hopefully that answers your question.
Okay, here's another one from Jan Crowell Jacob. She's wondering, will the project fabrics match from month to month?
They coordinate with each other. They don't. They're unique for every month. And so we've tried to go more with the season or maybe the holiday coming up in that month. And that's been our inspiration for the fabrics.
Which is so fun, guys.
It is. We're excited for you to see every single month's fabrics. Yeah.
Okay, and it looks like this is our last question. It's from Ellen Gerber. She's wondering, do you recommend the block by block quilting if making a table topper?
That's a good question. Any way you want to do it works. But I would say if you're brand new to perfectly pieced and you've never done all over quilting, then it's probably the best way to start. What would you say?
I'd say, it's the easiest way is doing the block by block. The all over quilting is amazing, and I love that we include it too, but you do have to kind of know how to do it.
Yeah, and it does take a few extra steps.
It does, yeah. But either works.
It does. And if you want a traditional quilt look where the quilting shows on the back, then you're going to want to use the all over quilting method. And so we've given you the 2 sample clear blue tiles in your first box. And in your general resource guide, if you've never used the clear blue tiles before, we have a great section in there that explains how to use the clear blue tiles.
Right. And so either one really, truly is going to be amazing for a table topper. It just depends on the look you want to do in your skill level.
Well, and also which of the quiltings you prefer. You'll look at the 2 different quilting designs and you might say, well, I like this one a lot more than that one. And so that might help determine your choice.
So true.
Yeah. Okay. So I think that's all the questions we have for right now. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you, guys.
Okay.
So now we get to play.
Now we get to play.
Yay.
Yeah. So we're going to talk about fabric. And I don't know about you guys, but I think fabric is the funnest part of any sewing project. So, of course, you guys have all seen our curated fabric bundle from our July box. And so we want to talk a little bit about how we chose these fabrics and how to play with them a little bit. So let's see, do we have the overhead camera so we can really look at these fabrics?
There we go.
Awesome. So you know that our inspiration fabric was this Liberty of London design, and it's so fun. It really has a lot of different colors in it. So it's got the royal blue, so we pulled in the royal blue, and it's got the pink, so we pulled in the pink. And, then we pulled in some other similar colors, right? Red is in the pink family, and then we've got some greens and blues to kind of round it out. So none of them, they aren't all exact matches, but they all coordinate with it, and it's so much fun. So we were going with kind of a patriotic theme because it's summertime.
Right.
But let's say you didn't enjoy red very much, or you didn't want it to look patriotic. Let's pull the red out. Okay, so again, let's look at our inspiration fabric, and we've got this pink, and it's actually a much deeper pink than the pink we included. So I pulled this deeper pink, and now we've got a whole different color scheme, a lot sweeter.
Yes, definitely sweeter.
And definitely not patriotic anymore.
It changes the whole thing, but it still keeps a lot of the elements that were already there.
It does. But let's say you want to take the reds and the pinks out completely. Now, I don't know if you can see in the camera, but if you have your fabric with you, let's look at it right now. You actually have some periwinkle in here, and you have this green leaf. It's kind of a blue-green. So I pulled some green fabrics that are the same tone as that, one in a geometric and one in a paisley. And now we have a blue and green color combination that looks completely different, but we've still stuck with most of the fabrics that are in our fabric bundle.
Which is so incredible that you can just take one out and switch it around if you feel like one doesn't speak to you quite as much
and
as
then
the others.
Save the one for something else.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the good thing about fabric. You can always use it somewhere else.
That is so true. Okay, let's see what you've got, Cassie.
Okay, so I liked these fabrics a lot too. Love them all. I'm just going to fan them out for a second. But let's say, again, perchance there's one that just isn't quite your favorite out of this lot, even though they're all super fun. And let's say that you like pink, but maybe this particular pattern is not your favorite.
It is kind of a peachy pink, isn't it?
What if you wanted something that was a little bit brighter, but had a little bit of blue in it? You could pop that in, and all of a sudden you change the look.
Yeah,
just
really
a little bit. And then I thought, well, what if this aqua is maybe not just your favorite? You wish you had a little bit something more going on. Well, we could pull that out and put this one in, and all of a sudden you have a yellow to go in there to kind of give it a different feel. And I thought if you tumble it where these squares, all the aqua would be in the middle, it would look like a flower if you had that there.
If you put the yellow in the middle?
If you put the yellow in the middle and place the
true.
aqua, and then you'd have all these kind of circling around as the petals. And I thought, oh, wouldn't that be so fun?
It is fun. You know, it's amazing by changing the position of the fabric too. Even if you keep the same fabric, by changing the position of which fabric goes on which piece of the block, again, your tumbles look completely different.
Right. What if you wanted to put the red here and the blue there? It would just change it up.
It would. We've loved seeing your guys' fabric combinations. It's been so fun. Makes me want to go and make all of them all over again.
I know. I see some that I think, well, I wish I had that fabric because I want to play with that.
Good. Okay. Well, that's been so fun. Okay. So now we're ready to get to our giveaway.
All right, guys, this is a good one. Yeah. So we are giving away this incredible batting, which it is perfect for perfectly pieced because it's not too thick. You don't want anything too thick or bulky. So it's made specifically for projects like this. So this is part of the giveaway. Oh, and while I'm showing you all this stuff, how you can enter the giveaway is to just tag one of your friends. Yeah. So keep that in mind. Go ahead and start tagging.
Tag a friend who loves quilting,
especially who loves quilting. So we'll talk more about that later, but I have to show you this next one. This is the ultra light mesh cutaway stabilizer, and it is the best because it kind of disappears. Yeah. You sew it in and then you just don't really know that it's there. So unless you're making something that requires more substance, a little more bulk, then this is the best for perfectly pieced blocks.
It'll keep your quilt soft and pliable and stuff like that.
Absolutely. And then the third thing is wrapped up in a package for a reason. This is a fabric bundle for next month's fabric.
Yes.
So how incredible is that?
And I know there's been lots of questions. I believe your preview of next month is coming to you in a couple of days, and you'll get that in your email. And so that's going to be fun. We can't wait. You'll get to see the block and the quilting and the fabric bundle and everything that comes in the box.
Okay, Erin, but I kind of want to show them a sneak peek right now.
Okay, I think you should.
You think I should? You guys want to see it? Shh, don't tell anybody. I showed you just a little tiny peek. Ta-da! Can you see in there? We'll give you a little more. We'll give you a little more. Give you a tiny bit more. Okay, this is one of the fabrics.
Put it here and I'm going to show it.
Where we
Oh.
One of the fabrics from next month.
I see a little bit of teal. I see some hot pink, and look at that dark, gorgeous, lush green.
Such a pretty green.
I'm so excited.
Okay, guys, this is going to be incredible. So if you want to enter this giveaway for the fabric bundle, the ultralight mesh cutaway, and the fabric batting, just tag a friend who likes quilting. And it's really easy to do. All you have to do is hit the @ symbol and pick your friend's name from the drop-down menu. Just put in their first letter and hit enter. If it turns blue, you've tagged them. Easy as that.
And so how long do they have to enter this giveaway?
They have until Wednesday at 4. And then we're going to announce who wins this incredible giveaway.
Yeah, that'll be fun. And of course, we won't be able to ship it to you until we ship out this. But that's in, you guys, that's in 12 days.
I know.
It's coming right up. Yeah.
So soon.
So fun. So anyway, we hope you've had fun. What we'd love is for you also in the comments to tell us what kind of content you would like in this monthly video. We're going to do it every single month with Perfectly Pieced. And we want to know what kind of content you want. Sometimes we'll show like an additional little project. Sometimes we'll do a little sew along. But we just want to kind of try and mix it up and give you what you want to see.
Because that's why we're here.
That is why we're here. Yeah.
To do things for you.
Yes.
All right. Well, if you guys would do us a favor and like and subscribe on both our YouTube channel and on our Facebook page, we'd appreciate that. And so that you can see more of our content and our videos coming up. And until then, go enjoy a little bit of well-deserved me time.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.